Welcome back to a whimsical show. Cincinnati has added to their coaching staff. Bengals OC Brian Callahan told the Locked On Bengals podcast that Burrow's like a coach now. He's got mastery over our system now, which is really a cool thing to watch him grow and be able to almost become more like a coach. Brew, you're from Cincinnati, amongst other places. Should the AFC be scared of Burrow and the Bengals?
Scared's a strong word because you got some great teams out there, starting with the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs, all right, so I'm not.
You do?
I'm not going to diss the Chiefs. I love Patrick Mahomes, really. Not so much the Chiefs. He just happens to play for them. But anyway, and you know I like Baltimore, so I'm saving my pick for the fall, okay? But,
mid-June.
Nick, these are the facts. This is what I live by, facts. They have beaten Kansas City 3 of the last 4 times they've played. They did lose the one game on a controversial call.
It was not controversial.
Oh, it was very controversial.
Yeah.
And a last-second field goal.
Were they leading? The Bengals leading?
No, but it was tied.
Okay.
The game was in the balance. They've added an Pro Bowl offensive lineman from Kansas City, Orlando Brown. So I'm just saying, if I'm the Bengals, I feel good about my chances of upending the Chiefs.
They added Orlando Brown.
You said they lost both their starting safeties, and we'll see when they get the contracts done with Burrow and T. Higgins that we've been hearing are coming, and Burrow's going to take less money and build the team, and yet none of the contracts are done. That's fine. But you did bring up an interesting point because I said last year, while Brew had the Bengals, missing the playoffs and dead in the water, I said the Bengals, should be getting the respect that the Bills got. You guys remember when everyone was all on the Bills, and I said, don't we respect Joe Burrow?
Josh Allen diss rather than a
No,
Bengals
well, you know what?
compliment.
Glass half full, half empty type. Who knows?
No,
I respected Joe Burrow, and I still respect Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's been smart. Joe Burrow understands what the Arrowhead Invitational is, not Burrowhead. Joe Burrow understands who the king of the league is. Joe Burrow has been smart, but his teammates won't stop talking. So there was, of course, Ja'Marr Chase, and now that Pro Bowl left tackle you mentioned, did you see what he said? Let me show you a quote from a Bengals beat reporter, Jordan Foote. Orlando Brown blocking for Joe Burrow. Now, as opposed to having to play in a lot more space with guys on my edge, guys have got to rush through me because Joe isn't necessarily at 12.5 or 13 yards on certain drops. He's going to be at 7.5 getting the ball out. Wow. You know what that sounded like to me? A shot at Patrick Mahomes. Nick. Oh, no one would think that's a shot at Patrick Mahomes. Well, what about Bobby Stroop, well-known trainer of Patrick Mahomes? He replied to that tweet saying, okay.
No, maybe he said, okay.
Meaning, put it on the board. To which I would say, Dustin, bring me the board. There's a board. It is the actual board. And we now have 2 official things up for the Chiefs for next year. And they are both from the Bengals. Every other team has stayed quiet. We have Ja'Marr Chase saying Pat who, and we have my friend Orlando Brown, who I celebrated a Super Bowl with at the night of, and I had no idea he would stab Patrick in the back like this.
Oh, my God.
Now saying I gave myself a splinter on the
That
board.
was
God, dog it. I'm literally bleeding. The bulletin board has cut me. But that's neither here nor there.
Put it on the board. Put it on the board.
So, you now have 2 members of the Bengals taking direct shots at Patrick Mahomes. And you said, Wildes, be honest here, the Pat who thing, did I instantly say it was a big thing and you laughed at me?
You were right about that.
Okay.
I view that as Ja'Marr Chase complimenting Joe Burrow and making a little bit of a. That's too much.
I'm really
Can we
bleeding.
get some napkins?
I'm really bleeding.
napkins.
You know what?
Segment.
Put it on the board. It made me bleed my own blood.
We need a nurse out here.
You now think that this is something stupid I'm just making up.
For being
Are you going to
champions.
feel ridiculous when this becomes the thing the Chiefs talk about?
For being champions, you guys do have your antennas up for any slight.
Yeah.
And I would say, much like you told Sports Illustrated, the first person on the record, that it's Jordan-esque that because you're so good, anyone who's not saying you're the best and everything you guys do is the best is now considered a slight. And you're right there on the verge of Jordan-esque, where you just start making things up.
But we don't have to, because the one team in the AFC, the one team that has beaten the Chiefs in the playoffs since Mahomes got there, keeps giving them reason to be extra locked in on them. Do you not see how ridiculous this is? Do you not see how foolish that is? What at the parade did all of the Chiefs say? No one believed in us. Everyone counted us out. Burrowhead, all of it. And now these foolish Bengals won't stop giving them more ammo. It's such a bad strategy when, to Bruce's point, the Bengals might not even be the best team in their own division. It's
Let
poor
me
strategy.
ask you this, Nick, if you're okay.
I don't know if I am, but go ahead.
And you, again, real talk, you know I love Patrick Mahomes. Why?
I'm playing through pain.
This is
like
Orlando Brown is now the second former Chief to take a shot at Mahomes. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Why? Tyreek Hill was taking shots. Right?
No, I disagree
Saying
with that.
Tua is better than
Tyreek Hill was simply trying to overstate how great Tua was. I did not see a single thing Tyreek Hill ever said that was a shot at Mahomes. This from Orlando Brown is saying Joe Burrow plays, a more, I don't know, traditional or straightforward quarterback.
From the pocket. Isn't that just a fact?
Well, I don't know.
That Joe Burrow throws the ball from the pocket, and Mahomes' greatness is the entire
I'm
field?
sure it's way harder for the Mahomes offensive linemen to block for him because they have those Super Bowl rings holding him down. Like, I'm not sure they can't get their hand placement where it needs to be.
A little bit of
I don't know. I think we need to break.
We're going to go to break.
Nick is going to
go to the hospital.
Ow! Oh, I see what it was. But one of the little punch things poked all the way through. This is a shoddy board, guys. I got to tell you.
Dustin's on camera.
Again,
Dustin.
Well, you know what? This is the problem. We let him on camera for 1 second. Now he's just walking on stage on his own.
He injured you.
There
you go. We'll be back with some bandages.
This is a real cut.
Get a stretcher out here.
This is a real cut. I now know what Willis Reed felt like.
Like Mahomes with the ankle.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.